It's really multifactorial. The causes are either some think that there's some genetic components, there's things within the environment, so maybe something going on from the home. Potentially if one parent has an eating disorder, it could trickle down to the other. There could be issues with family dynamics, maybe a recent divorce or one parent that's not always around, peer pressure, pressure from media, so a lot of external factors as well. A lot of times what we see is really increased rates of depression, anxiety, OCD, so that these are people that, and I always tell people it's almost as just, if someone is, using substances like alcohol or drugs to kind of get through the day. An eating disorder is also another mechanism to cope with some other underlying psychological issue that's going on. And food is the mechanism, and it's got a lot of power. And so the power to restrict or the power to binge helps to really, I think, compensate for other issues that are going on. If you notice people being, excuse me, a little less social, if they kind of are always being really physically active, even if they've got an injury, if it's snowing outside, needing to still go out for that 10-mile run, just that compulsive need, being at the gym every spare minute that they have, not going to the dining hall, not socializing, those are big indicators that something is off. Men are definitely not immune, and we're actually seeing rates of eating disorders increase in boys and men. And whether or not that's something because we're kind of getting better at diagnosing it, or if it's just sort of the state of where our culture is heading to and the pressures to be thin for males as well. And you can just kind of see the transition from male models. In general, they're getting more and more slender as well. And then you also have to combat the, need to have this muscular physique as well, and so there's pressure to be thin but also muscular or athletic, so it does set up some very difficult body standards to achieve too as well.